I'm asked on a regular basis, where do I put most of my effort these days to keep a positive mindset? Where do I put most of my effort these days to stay afloat in this crazy world? Where do I put most of my effort these days so I don't get sucked into the vortex, the matrix of arguing on social media or watching the news or anything like that? I want to talk about it. And my answer is always, I put more time into my spiritual program on a daily basis than probably anything else. I exercise every day. I work every day, of course, those kind of things. But the most amount of time I put in my daily practice is to my spiritual work, at least a minimal of 2 hours every morning before I leave the house. And the benefits are incredible. I'm going to share what the benefits are in a minute. But, when we put more effort into meditation in the morning, in the evening, into diaphragmatic breathing, into frequency work, into journaling. This is all part of a spiritual practice, into reading spiritual books by the masters, maybe attending services if you're into that type of thing, which is absolutely fantastic. But I want to talk more about what's in your immediate control, in your home, in your office, whatever it might be. Because the deeper your spiritual path, the more peace you'll find, the more contentment you'll find. And some things that you might be attracted to right now will start to fade away. And that's one of the greatest benefits of a deep daily spiritual practice, is things that we're involved with, people we're involved with right now may change radically in 30, 60, 90 days or 6 months when you start to really apply the depth of morning meditation, evening meditation, morning frequency work, evening frequency work, morning journaling. That sounds like a lot, right? You don't have to put 2 hours in. You can start with 15 minutes, for God's sake, but build it up, build it up. The benefits of a deep spiritual program that I'm taking so many of my clients through right now, and I'm going to tell you, it's probably one of the most popular topics of working with clients, is people wanting to find contentment and inner peace and joy and less irritability in these crazy times, right? So here's some things that have happened to my clients in the last 15 years who have devoted time every day, and they usually get it up to at least an hour, but starting at 15 minutes is fine. Number one, people that they used to hang out with on a regular basis, they cannot be around. I have so many of my clients, even last week, that said, God, David, I go into work and I used to always talk to this person. I used to always talk to that person, and I can't anymore. I stand in their presence and I hear their conspiracy theories and it drives me completely out of my mind. I really don't know what to think. And so I just can't be around them. It's impossible. I had a woman that at the gym who I've spoken to, and actually she's a former client, and she's still doing a very deep program I taught her years ago. And she said, David, I come into the gym and I actually avoid people. These people that are always gossiping, these people that are, and I can't believe it. I mean, they've been friends of mine for 15 years, and all of a sudden I can't be in the same space with them. See, the spiritual practices can alter brain chemistry and allow us to see reality and logic versus codependency of, well, I've been with these people for 30 years as friends, I better just stay. That doesn't happen at the end of a deep spiritual program, number one. Number two, what we watch on TV can radically change. I've told this story so many times because it's happened to so many of my clients. Clients that'll say to me, God, I used to watch CNN all the time. I used to watch Fox News, and I can't even hear it in the background. If I go into my dentist's office and Fox or CNN is on, I walk outside and tell them to text me when it's ready. Seriously, when you're in a deep program of spiritual growth, there's going to be things that are just not acceptable anymore. Going to TV shows, whether it's the Bachelorette nonsense or, the Western movies where, current day Western movies where people are cheating on each other's wives and killing each other. I have clients that say, I used to love those shows. I can't watch them anymore. What we're listening to. Number three. So many people that I work with, once they get into a deep spiritual program, can't listen to the same podcast. They can't even listen to the same music. What they used to love is turning them off. It's because brain chemistry is changing with their deep spiritual program. And then what they read. Oh my God, so many people have said, God, I used to follow these rabbit holes of conspiracy theories and be up all night reading. Someone told me recently, and she's an individual that loves to read. And every time a friend says to her, oh, you got to read this book, she would read the whole book, even if she didn't like it. And last week was the first time that when she got a book, she read a chapter, put it down and told her friend, I can't read this anymore. And she goes, but this is what we both love to read and talk about. And my client goes, well, that was the old me. And she came to me and said, what's going on? I said, it's your spiritual work. You're clearing out all the nonsense. And now your spirit just wants healthy food to be brought in through people, through reading, through listening, through watching. Listen, if you need help, I offer everyone a free 20-minute session on the phone. Just go to talkdavid.com, the contact us button, and send us an email. My team will set it up. And also 5 free books at talkdavid.com to help shift our attitude during these crazy times. And one of them is one of the most beautiful spiritual books you'll ever read. And it's free on talkdavid.com. Have a beautiful day.